Now, I gotta ask you this. You seem to be very tough on new development in your community. Could you give us some insight on why you feel this way towards development? Like I know I keep going back to this, but I know that that affects the community in a big, big way.
Yeah, I get hounded for this one a lot. People believe, I guess maybe maybe I word things wrong, that I don't want development. And I've said that. I've said I don't want new development.
Yeah.
Before I just wanted to control development. And at this point, I've just been saying no development. And the reason for that is it's not to stop growth. I'll get accused, like, we fought an apartment complex and we lost.
Mm-hmm.
I got people use these words that I don't know, they're a lot bigger vocabulary than me.
Yeah.
And they're slick with it because it's really not even the definition, but you use the word in a couple of words the right way, it sounds. And it's like, what, y'all are being racist, or y'all are being discriminatory towards low income.
Okay.
And I'm like, I represent the most diverse community.
Right.
The most diverse community.
Right.
How was it racist?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm discriminating against low income. I made a post about this, and I wish I could word it the way that I did, because it's one of those things where when your heart's in it, like all the words come out.
Yeah.
It's like, how can I discriminate against low income? Because when I check my bank account, I'm low income.
Right.
And to prove it, guess what's going to happen on tax time?
Yeah.
You're going to see me balling because I'm going to get some nice taxes.
Because you're going to get some taxes.
Exactly. I got my children on Medicaid. I don't have, don't look at me and think, oh, what I'm saying? They see my truck on 22.
Yeah.
Man, that truck's 21 years old.
Yeah.
I don't have new stuff like that. I don't even want new stuff like that. I'm content with what I have. It had nothing to do with low income. It had nothing to do with race. And it's so easy. And when all the rest of the county is attacking you for saying it, why don't you want it in your neighborhood then?
Right, exactly.
Because why are you saying, how is it racist?
Yeah.
Because then now you're insinuating that all low income is minority, correct? And that's not true.
Right.
That's not true.
Right.
Because if I'm low income, I'm not a minority.
Yeah.
So it had nothing to do with that. It's just, they want to be able to dictate what doesn't come into their neighborhoods.
Right.
It had nothing to do with what we wanted in our neighborhood. It had to do with we can't handle it.
Yeah.
Homeland Park Elementary at this very moment can handle 28 more children in their overcapacity.
Wow.
I'm not getting into any other topic about growth, like what it affects in our community.
Yeah.
Because what they tell you, these developers, they come in your communities. Well, if you got to build, when you build, they'll come. Tractor Supply did not come down here because some tiny homes was put up. Mm-hmm. Starbucks is fixing to be built. It's being graded right down the side of Lowe's.
Yeah.
I think Starbucks is coming because we have some dilapidated homes and some tiny homes and some apartments. It had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Everybody here is not broke.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I know.
I mean, if me and you want to go to Chick-fil-A, we're going to go eat Chick-fil-A.
Exactly.
But we're going to go to the other side of town to do it.
Yeah.
Like, the county has to help us get rid of all the vagrants that are causing the issue. But then when I look around and talk to other people, it's not just Homeland Park that has those same vagrants sitting outside and needles outside the parking lots. It's happening everywhere in Anderson. So I can't see why we get the stigma for it. But the reason why I'm against development is we can go on and on about infrastructure, roads, water, sewer, police, fire, all that it affects. I do not want our children in Homeland Park to be in schools that are over capacity, because you don't even have to go look up any study to show how that's going to affect your children's education.
Exactly. And the lack of resources, going back to the lack of resources, okay, my thing is don't bring up development without also bringing up the resources to maintain and make sure that development is going this way. And so, like, my biggest thing is what else are we going to bring to Homeland Park along with that, so that these kids have somewhere to go. They have some after school, they have some, like, I know a lot of times, man, and this is speaking from experience, is one, people don't even know what their resources are, how to get a hold of those resources. Okay, if I have to work all day long, what am I going to do for my kid? What is offered for my kid? You get what I'm saying? Other than just being in the community and finding something to do. If you leave it up to these kids, whether it be young or teens, to just find something to do, and then it's a bunch of them at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, that is a cause for something bad to happen. And so it's like, my biggest thing is bring more. Like, I salute you on the park. We need other things as well. They need to. And then also, once again, bringing back to the community, we need some community leaders to do some things with these kids and be active in these kids' lives. If you see them without a parent, a certain parent, whether it be father, mother, you see them like, they need some guidance. They need something to do. You know they need to stay busy. They need to stay educated. They need to be, driven in the right direction. What are they seeing every single day? Kids learn from what they see. And so what are you showing them? What are you providing them? Don't just bring a bunch of homes and say, hey, they're affordable, come move here, but they aren't resources to make that positive and make it clean and make it safe. Right. And so I'm with you on that, man. And what do you believe is the answer to the issue as overdevelopment and the problem is and the problems that it causes?
The talks right now in our community is to stop all development and allow us the chance of becoming a township. If we can become a township, we govern ourselves.
Okay.
We decide what's built here.
Okay.
We control growth.
Yeah.
We get revenue that's allotted to us from the taxes we pay. We get our taxes, a lot more back of that. We elect town councilmen, opposed to where I'm not knocking our councilmen, but they have larger districts, and Homeland Park's a very small part of two different districts.
Right.
So if they wanted to, they could completely ignore Homeland Park and never lose, because we don't have enough votes to put you out.
Yeah.
We would have money from the municipality association, and but the talks have to come, and the full have the full education, other people who have the knowledge to bring to the people because the first thing people think about when they become a township is, oh Lord, we're gonna pay a lot of taxes.
Yeah. And
that's not true. There's a lot of things that I'd have to have a discussion with people in a meeting, because it would take us another hour here to get into it. That can happen without even having to raise property taxes.
Wow.
And it's something as simple as the fact that every utility company that has something in the ground owes you about 5% for every customer. And once you added it up, you're looking at almost $1 million a year.
Yeah.
If we're only running our own planning commission, taking care of a park and street lights, we don't need to raise taxes.
Right.
So at least get to the township. If we can't get the township, because that goes to a vote, then let's zone it. That's the problem with development in Homeland Park, is we're in an unzoned area.
Okay.
You can come down here and build whatever you want, unless you try to go to a neighborhood that has like a restricted covenant.
Right.
So you zone the area. This neighborhood over here is just, maybe not neighborhood, but all empty woods. Over there, you can build single family homes on half-acre lots, but you're not building multi-purpose this or RV parks, or you got to control your growth. And a lady at a meeting, Miss Walker, she had and I wish I could say it like she said. She told the developer this. She said, when the developers come, they show us a cake. It's a big, beautiful cake, whatever it is they're trying to build. The only ingredient they're bringing is the sugar. But nobody's bringing the flour, the eggs. And she said, at this point, nobody's even brought the baking pan.
Wow.
And I wish I could say it just like she said it, but it was the best thing I had ever heard. And shout out to Wanda Walker for that, because that was amazing. In the last part, when she said, once you're done building, we're left with the sugar. And once it rains, cotton candy just melts.
Yep.
There's no infrastructure around. Yep. There's nothing to support it.
Yep.
It was a beautiful.
Should have framed that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are the Homeland Park Community Watch plans for the future?
Right now, there's a lot of people discussing bringing a substation into Homeland Park, like not at Watson Village where it's at now, but like one right central. They're talking about the old fire department building. The water department is actually building a new water office, so that building will come up also. They're talking about that. I think that'll help deter crime. We're having talks. I need community members who are willing to be a part in, like you're talking about with the youth. We're fixing to be sitting down at the table with a local pastor to use an inside gymnasium, but we have to show structure. Now, we already take on everything. See, there's a lot of nonprofit organizations that do stuff to the sports that don't even answer me back.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
why not just, hey, I'm too busy,
Right.
or and you can say it in a way that doesn't mean rudely. It's that like, hey man, we're just over,
Yeah.
we're understaffed for what we're doing now everywhere else.
Right.
If we can grow a little or whatever, we'll come to you. But I don't even get answers back from these organizations, and it makes me question, their real motive.
Yeah.
And so at
Where
this
you
point, it's
going?
like, I guess we're gonna do it ourselves.
Yeah. That's got to, man, and that's the call to the community, man. If you want to be involved, get involved, man. And so my last question to you, with that being said, is where can people find out more about Homeland Park Community
Go to homelandpark.org, our
Watch?
website. Um, I keep up with it most of the time, so it's a little slack at times. Homeland Park Community Watch Facebook page, it's public.
Yeah.
We do have other, but I'm at that age where Twitter and Instagram are hard for me to. They are for me to work, and older people are kind of getting to Facebook, and I'm kind of stuck in that range where Facebook's what I know.
Yeah.
Um, but we're trying to learn to get out, and maybe I can delegate it to a younger person in the group that knows a little bit more. Because when I get on Instagram and stuff like that, man, I'm completely lost.
Yeah, it's a science to all of that right now, man. It's a whole science to it. But man, it's been a pleasure, man. Keep fighting for the community. Yo, get involved. Everybody, get involved, man. See what's going on in your community and how we can make it better. If you have opinions, get involved, man. Come to a meeting, speak out on it, get some understanding. Be willing to listen to everybody else, man, to really get a grasp of what everybody's saying and what's going on. If you have access to resources that can help the youth, help the community, bring it forward. But Homeland Park Community Watch, you said homelandpark.org.
Yep.
Get involved.
Also, meetings, unless they're otherwise posted, they'll be on those websites,
Okay.
social medias. We're moving to Thursdays now. Every second Thursday of the month at Homeland Park Baptist Church.
Okay.
At 6 is our community. They're open to the people that live in Homeland Park. Like I said, you can find them on those websites, on the website or social media, and it could change for any reason. But the reason why we moved to Thursdays is because there may be county council meetings that we need to attend on Tuesdays.
Okay.
So, and like I said, we do. It's not just a community watch as in crime. We get involved with benevolence. Someone passes away in the community, we have money in the account that we raise through fundraising stuff. So we might send flowers, food. If you don't want that, we'll send a card. Because we want the community to know, hey, like, we care.
Yeah.
When someone passes away. And it's not just that. Community cleanups, activism in any way to fight for Homeland Park. If it's charitable in Homeland Park, we'll get involved in some way if we have the resources to.
Right.
And so we do a lot, and it's on our mission statement also. What all we do.
That's what's up, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Definitely appreciate it. Y'all get involved. It's your boy Cool Dave, man. Another episode of Everyday Superstars. My boy Lanier. Until next time, y'all hold it.